Hi, my name is Jennifer Young, and I worked with confessionsofparenting.com, an online internship. They talk about parenting, marriage, blended families, motherhood, and life all together. And I'd like to share some of my experiences with you. Again, my name's Jennifer, and I'm a marriage and family studies major. So first of all, I was praying for an internship that would fit my situation. I have been a BYU Idaho online student my whole BYU Idaho experience. I actually started with Pathway and moved into the online environment and have loved it ever since. I am a stay-at-home mom now with two children, 15 and 12-year-old. My husband was talking about moving, so I was unsure as I was looking for an internship how I would do this because we weren't sure if we were going to move during the semester or after. So I needed to make sure I had a flexible internship if we did decide to move. So after a lot of praying and pondering, I felt impressed to go onto Facebook. And that's where Michelle Triple had posted that she had some openings on confessionsofparenting.com for 5 people to come and do an internship with her and learn about social media and blogging. I didn't know anything about it, but it was an ideal internship for me because it gave me the flexibility I needed, and it also gave me the opportunity to learn something new. So, and she posted at the BYU Idaho Online Student Support Group. That's where I found that. Great support group, by the way. Okay, so the responsibilities. There's a lot that goes in with blogging. So the responsibilities are your primary platform is your blog. I ended up writing 2 blogs throughout the whole internship. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a totally different writing than research papers. Your writing has to be more familiar, more personable, and that's kind of hard to do after you've been writing research papers or any kind of a educational paper for the last 4 years. So it did take a while, and there was a lot of coaching involved, and it was not easy for me, I have to say. So I learned a lot about that, and I read a lot of blogs to try and understand and do research. Because you want to take what you're learning, what you've learned, and put it into your blogs. Then you have supporting platforms, which is Twitter, where it's one of the most popular social networking services in the world, which consists of microblogging. And what that means is you have really short messages, you have hashtags in there, you only get 140 characters to tweet or send the message out there into the world, and so you have to be able to be precise, and then you can put a link in with that and then link it back to your blog. The important thing to understand is everything you do on the supporting platforms has to lead back to the blog, because the blog is the foundation of what your message. So then there's Pinterest. That's more visual, and they use what's called pins. And so you're pinning different, I want to say graphics, but that's not really what they're called. They're links to your blog, and you're pinning them to different boards in order to generate views. It all sounds like a lot of busy work, because then you also have link ups where you're linking up with other people, Facebook where you're also posting links, Stumble upon where you're again posting links, and Instagram where you're doing that. One of the things that I'll talk about later on is the importance of doing this. So, but this is the supporting platforms, and it just takes, you know, if you're doing more than one, it takes anywhere from half an hour to an hour every day just to, and you can split it up, you know, you do it through the ideal times, but then you do that in order to then have everything flood back into the blog, which is where everyone is gaining your message. For the visuals, or the creative platform that supports everything else, we worked with Canva, and those are 2 of my graphics that I did. The benefits is I gained a better understanding of how the social media world can reach people of all walks of life in every situation, and I didn't have to leave my home to do it. If I did leave my home, I could take my computer with me or my phone, and I could accomplish what I needed to on those. So, love technology. You can be an advocate and raise a family. You can earn an income through successful blogging. That was one thing that we were touching on, how that works and how to do it tastefully. And then the great thing is bloggers help one another. You have a great support group, so you're never alone. This semester has been really tough for me personally. it seems like if it could go wrong, it did go wrong. So this internship allowed me to work through family issues, understand how I can use my experiences that I was going through to help others, and it fulfilled the requirement to graduate. So it was a really great internship for me personally, with everything that I had to go through. Heavenly Father knew what he was doing when he put this in my life. Which then comes down to making a connection. The most important connection I made between my internship and my classwork was the importance of becoming an advocate. As I was saying, everything has to go back to the blog. The blog is where you're advocating for different topics, such as marriage, families, blended families, so you're reaching people who've been through a divorce, or people who maybe you're marrying into someone who already has kids, and you're blending your new family into this family. All different walks of life. We have different people in our internship who had different situations, so it worked out pretty well. People had different, kinds of children at different ages, so it was really kind of neat. And to become an advocate for working through problems, for becoming successful, and overcoming different things, you need people to hear that. And the one thing is once you have your target audience, you need to get your voice out there. That's where all those secondary platforms come in. It's not, and this is where Michelle taught us, because I had a hard time making a connection at first. I'm like, I don't understand, because I didn't understand social media. I was never involved in it. I was going to school. I didn't have time for social media. So it was great that she was very patient with me as I kept saying, I don't get it, I don't understand, this is what I'm thinking, and then she would explain it again. And then it finally just clicked. I finally had my aha moment, which was so nice, where I finally understood what she had said when she said that you can put your voice out there, but if no one sees it, what's the point? You have to do all this other work to see it. And I heard that, but it wasn't until I saw the growth from the beginning of the internship until I think it was the middle of the internship, and I saw that growth, that I totally understood, hey, pinning all these things or tweeting all this stuff, I get it now. Because it was when someone didn't do it, how fast it dropped the views, and how many people we didn't reach, and how we could have helped them out or could have changed them. So you can be an advocate, but if you're not talking to anybody, then you're not really advocating. And so you need to get your voice out there. So that was one thing I really learned, was the importance of doing the busy work to get your voice heard. Would I recommend this online internship? Yes, I would. It helped me in my life. It gave me all the direction I needed. It gave me the support I needed. It helped me understand a world that's out there. I was telling Michelle I may not become a blogger because I struggle with writing that way. It's not the most comfortable way for me to write. My last blog was very, very hard for me. And when I turned it in the first time, I remember her saying, I want you to continue. And I told her I didn't want to, because it was so raw. And she goes, Jennifer, you talk about having to help one person. And she goes, this will help one person. If nobody else reads it, but that one person who needs that help, Heavenly Father will send it to them. And I sat there and I thought about that, and I thought, okay. And then my computer died, and I had to do it all over again. And it was so hard. But you know what? It was very therapeutic for me. So even if no one reads it, it helped me grow. And it helped me as a person, and her support, Michelle's support and encouragement and not letting me give up, was so instrumental. And she is very talented at what she does. So anyone and everyone would be blessed to be able to do the internship that she has. And I know she's just growing, and she has all these ideas, and she's just such a wonderful person. So yes, I would definitely recommend this internship to others. Again, her name is Michelle Triple. Here's her picture. And her website is confessionsofparenting.com. And this is her email in case you need to get a hold of her another way. If you don't see her request for internship, or I have an internship thing on Facebook, you can probably shoot her an email and she'd be more than happy to respond to you. There's a lot of work that comes in with social media, and there's a lot of great things that can happen in that area. Plus, like I said, my world was uncertain, and I knew I needed an internship so I could graduate, and this turned out to be really a blessing. So, teaching is like rings on a tree. What you teach is forever with them. What mark will you leave? The mark that I hope to leave is one of hope, and that's what this internship is about. It's all about hope. It's all about marriages can be forever. It's all about we can work through the hard times. You're never alone. It's all about the joy of families. It's all about the joy of being married. The mark that I want to leave is the same as the internship that I was able to be a part of. And the mark that those people in that internship left with me will forever be in my heart. So, that's the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed my internship, and I've really enjoyed my time here at BYU Idaho. Thank you.